Hello everyone, my name is Stefan, Botanist Cool. So we're gonna start off nice and simple. I'm gonna show you what we're starting with and what I want to end up with. So this here is the start. This is what we're starting with today. We're starting with some salamanders. Gonna have a little fun with these guys. Nice and easy in my opinion. These guys are really good. I think I did pretty great on them. And we're hoping to end off a little bit more like this guy, where I have a lot of those finished pieces here and there. So basically what I'm going to do today is I'm going to do a wash, I'm going to do a whole bunch of other things, and we're going to get right on going. I also got some YouTube comments saying, hey, can we see some other things like the midway points and what have you? And I'm like, yeah, why not? So we're going to neaten these guys up a little bit because it's been a while since I've touched them. And I'm looking for my Feywild Green, which is all the way in my box. There we go, Feywild Green. Alright, so I can touch up some of the armor, and then we'll go on from there. And guess who forgot to get a little water, like... Guess who forgot to get water at all? Holy shit. That, you are noobing it. Okay, I got my water. Can't believe I forgot my water. Most important part, I've also decided I'm going to start trying to like practice a bit more when it comes to edge highlighting with these guys. So it's going to be hopefully better than this guy. But this is my base. This is where I consider my base to be essentially. So let's get on going. I need it's a liner. That's a flat brush. Why did I bring a flat brush? All right, whatever. That's fine. I'll deal with it. It's just a flat brush. Let's just make sure all my green is on right. A little layer down if I need to. Like, I don't think I'm gonna need an entire layer of green. I think I'm just gonna need like bits and pieces here and there. Right here on the head. A little bit of green would be nice. Right here would be a little bit green, would be nice. Here. Here. Here's I'm gonna need to clear up some steel. I'm gonna need to clean up a little bit of the Steel Legion drab. We'll get to that later too. But yeah. I'm only touching 2 today because like last time I was touching like 5 and I was like so much. I was like, okay, too much. Also, lighting's a little different today. One of my lights went out, so we're stuck. Might make it a little brighter, so you know. There we go. I'm gonna see if I can mess around with it. Maybe try to put it in the back here and have it like shine over. That might be really cool, like. Or maybe something even like this, or just like, boom, like right here kind of deal. Well, he looks for me. I got that from the back. All right, fun time, lighting time. We're testing out different lightings. Give me 1 second. Now that I only have one light available, time to test out various forms of lighting, whether or not they would work. Basically put it right next to my right next to my camera, so it shines down with the camera instead of like against it. Essentially, like that's where it is. That's where it is now. And wow, that looks pretty good actually. That looks really good, actually. All right, let's do it like that. Would like it to be a little higher so I can see. I still have a lot of shadow on my end. It's a little harder for me, but that's why I did it to the side originally, right? Take that, depression. Hi there, Sorrow Streams. How you doing today? But it's not the worst lighting, especially for the camera angle you guys are gonna be getting. Like I can show it to you guys like this, and you guys will be able to see very well what it looks like. But from my end, it worked. Let's just give it a shot. We'll give this lighting angle a shot today. How you doing today, Sorrow Streams? Pleasure meeting you. Then I have a like really big. We'll just give it a shot. Retributor armor could be a little clearer there. Hi, friend. I think I'll make that. Make that a little bit. Cause like again, next step is basically washing. And right after I wash, I'm pretty much stuck to highlighting. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for the follow! I really appreciate it. Oh my god, thank you so much. Get that Retributor armor on there. Just like even that up. Jesse Callan, thank you very much. I appreciate it. I really do. I'm not sure how I'm feeling about this new lighting though. I'm really not. Are you a botanist? Yes, I am a botanist. Believe it or not, outside of streams, I am a botanist. I have many of botanical knowledge. Not all of it, but many. If you have any botanical questions, I'm more than glad to try to answer some. I can't guarantee it will be perfect. I'm hating this lighting. I'm moving this lighting. Fuck that. I hate this lighting so much. Oh my god, I'm going back to what it was before. So much easier for me on what it was before. There we go. So much better. If it was longer, it'd be better. That way I could put it on top. But yeah. What type of work do you do as a botanist? What does your day-to-day look like? So it depends on the job, right? So my current job is a greenhouse gardener. I grow plants for the city, for parks and what have you. I grow plants for the parks. Other botanists, like are wildlife ecologists, where they go out and they study on the field and they do tests. I know there's a few botanists who are literally just like burning fields to bring back seed banks from 50, 60 years ago. It's really cool. Some botanists, I used to work as an IPM specialist, which means I killed all the pests. I was literally a plant doctor. So when I saw a plant was sick with something, I would kill the pest that was hurting it. Whether it be bugs or fungal or viral or whatever it was, I took care of it. So it really depends. Botany is such a broad spectrum of jobs. It really, really is. There's also botanists, and there's also a difference between botanists and horticulturalists too, right? They both have very similar, if not the same information, but a botanist typically works in the lab while a horticulturist typically works on the field. There's a lot of smaller details like that as well. I have an ecology degree, so I wanted to get into wildlife botany essentially, but that never happened in full, so I now work in horticulture. You want to look, instead of at the degree, you want to look at the university you're looking at. Some universities have fantastic agricultural programs, which could lead you to a really good botany position. There's a lot of, like, here in North Carolina, there's some really good community colleges that have fantastic agricultural degrees that would be better than your standard state, you know, or even private school degree. So you really want to see, I would say this. If you're in the States, talk to your local like extension agent and be like, hey, listen, I'm looking into getting into agriculture and or botany or something to do with that. And I was wondering if you happen to know which schools around the area. No, suggestions. No, I don't. I have North Carolina, unfortunately. But call your local extension agent. Usually extension agents will pair with a university and they'll know about their program as well. And extension agents have a lot of great information on it. I know that University of North Carolina, North Carolina State University has a fantastic agricultural program that's in Raleigh. And from what I've been told, I would highly recommend it. But again, that's what I've been told. It's not what I've experienced. I've not gone to that school myself. I know people who have. They love it, and it's great. And it's great there. Definitely take a look and see. Definitely call your local extension agent. They'll know. They typically pair up with universities, so they'll know what your universities near you actually offer, and they'll be able to help you with that. Let's get Abaddon Blackout. It's a resource that not a lot of people use, but your extension agent is fantastic. It helps you they can help you with a lot of things agricultural related, and also like disease and pathology related. Which is kind of really cool. Like you could literally just send in plants that are sick, and you pay like a $35 fee depending on the area. And they'll tell you what it's sick with. They'll do tests and run everything. It's really cool. We used to do that for a few of our plants whenever they got sick at my old job. And they started cutting corners. That's all I can say about that. It is very cool. There's a lot of cool unknown county and city-wide government like offices that really help out a lot with a lot of things. And that's something that I wish more people knew about, was their local government and city-wide offices. It's really cool stuff. And extension agents are part of that. They really help with agriculture. Extension agents specifically help out with agriculture. Mollusks! Oh, the bastards. They eat my plants so much. Okay, if you like mollusks, I don't know what that would be treated as in university. I'll be honest with you. I've not studied mollusks myself. However, I think a great start would be extension agent to just see what's what. Yeah, no, I get you. I get you. I totally get you, dude. Sometimes it's very important to pay the bills and build something, essentially. You know what I'm saying? So, paying the bills, I'll go into university. Great option. As long as you're able to afford that university and do so comfortably, I say go for it. But, there are options for mollusks. And I would say this, some of them might be a little sad in terms of you might have to kill them. Because that's what my job was. I had to kill a lot of mollusks back in the day. But there should be options for various forms of studying mollusks. Talk to your local extension agent. They'll have a lot of information for you. And they might connect you to a university or university rep. But I really think the local extension agent is a really good first step. And then also, if you have any local universities near you, talk to them about their agricultural programs and or see if there's any degrees that specifically relate to mollusks. Some might have them, some might not. I know mine didn't have anything related to mollusks. But I know we had professors who were very into different kinds of sciences that they didn't offer. So like my academic advisor was a ornithologist. Is that become a problem in Florida? Oh yeah. So if you want to know about that, look up invasive species, right? Look up invasive species programs. Those will be dealt with by park services on the national, county, and state and city level. There's a lot of cool stuff to get information from there. So your park services might have information on how to get there. If you're able to like start talking to someone in there, those those snails are a big problem in Florida. There's a lot of, as a Floridian, as a Floridian, I know there's a lot of invasive problems in Florida. Just so many invasive problems. Snails being the least of my concern there, honestly. It's more, the snakes are a bigger concern for me in there. Florida's wild? It is absolutely wild. I love it. The Everglades are lovely and wonderful, and I will never, and I always love my Everglades. But it is wild. Just cleaning up these last bits before I wash it. I also have a mini painting class to go to today, which I'm very excited about, guys. It's gonna be great. Let me paint this guy butt real quick. Butt is painted. All right, give myself a stretch. I don't like snakes. I love snakes. My keyboard freaks out. It legitimately starts like flashing and it stops flashing and it starts breathing. It's like I just want it on the solid light so I can see what the keys are. Thank you very much. There we go. I love snakes. Snakes are some of my favorite creatures in the world. Let me get some wash right. I think we're ready to start doing some washes. Which means we will have a little bit of time just to like chat, because what I'm doing basically, I'm gonna get on these guys. Oh, you know what? Try some writing here actually now that I think about it. Where's my Otague brown? There it is. I have like tiny bits of this thing left. I barely have any left. Alright, that's a little lot. Is this Warhammer? This is Warhammer. This is specifically Warhammer 40k, not Age of Sigmar. I do have Age of Sigmar. I do have Age of Sigmar minis, but those are really, really like fancy, and I'm always scared to touch them. Age of Sigmar is fantasy, so think elves and catapults and swords and magic. 40k is sci-fi based. That's not to say there aren't things like swords and magic in 40k, but it is more based off science fiction and science fiction fantasy than it is Age of Sigmar. Yeah, they do. So Warhammer, so there is Warhammer 30 and 40k. There's Age of Sigmar. There's that one sports game they have. They have a sports game actually. It's really funny. So yeah. There's a few. There's a few. Where did I put my Abaddon Black? There it is. Put some writing. Tried. I tried, and that's what matters. Evenings, ladies, lasses, and other fleshy beings. Yes, all the fleshy beings. Guys, gals, and non-binary pals. Hello. That's actually a lot better. Look, like that's actually a lot better than I did here. Like, screwed up on that one. Did okay on that one actually. So I'm gonna retry that one. I'm gonna just like erase and retry real quick. How do you use these little guys? There's a game. Do I know how to play said game? No. I just paint them. That's all I'm here for. I'm just here for the painting. The game itself, like, if I have a friend who wants to play it, I'll try them. You throw them, yeah, you throw them. You know, here's how I use them. So like these two guys. Oh, hey, how are you doing today? Oh, I'm doing good. I just had a really rough divorce with my wife. Oh man, I'm so sorry to hear that. But you know, I'm here for you, brother. Oh, same here. You know, I'm really sad about that. My heart hurts. Brother, I got you. Don't worry. Oh, what's happening? Oh, God, I'm so sorry. Oh, Now we'll get married. That's how I play with them. Oh. So stupid. Oh. And that's what 99% of people not in the hobby think I know, right? Like. I only have actually an Age of Sigmar here. Give me 1 second. I'll show you guys real quick. So, I'll try to explain this to you before Sorrow. No, this is a finished Salamander. Obviously, I could do better than this nowadays. So these guys I'm trying to make better than this guy. Age of Sigmar's designs are very different. So this here is a Stormcast Eternal from Age of Sigmar. This is actually one of the first Warhammer minis I painted. And this is a Chaos Warrior. This is not one of my first ones. This is actually from last month. And obviously the difference in skill is like immense already. Like these are basically about a year apart. And the difference in skill for these two are very different. This one's about 3 months ago. So like you can tell there's a very thematic difference between them. And that's kind of what you're looking at between the difference between the Age of Sigmar and Warhammer. But these guys are part of the Salamander group, so I am trying to make them as good as like this. Knights and wizards and stuff, yeah. I even have, so I like Lumineth Realm Lords specifically because they're very Hellenic, and I am of Greek descent myself. So I like Lumineth Realm Lords because they are very Hellenic and very Hellenic inspired. So I have those models that I do have a lesson at GW today. GW is the company that makes Warhammer. Lord of the official Lord of the Rings war game is made by Games Workshop, who owns Warhammer. So yes, quite literally, there is a Lord of the Rings Warhammer game that you can play and paint and everything like that as well. They have a really sick ass Smog mini too. Man, we had to talk about Star Wars and Warhammer 40k and how those worlds would mesh. And in my personal opinion, the only world that could be a Warhammer 40, the only like not many sci-fi factions would be able to stand up against Warhammer 40k, except for like Star Trek. Star Trek would 100% the Starfleet could wipe out any 40k faction. Straight up, gonna say it. Starfleet could wipe out any. If Starfleet was fighting for survival, it'd wipe out any Warhammer faction. Just gonna say it. Controversial? Maybe. Truth? Yes. Star Trek is fun. They have some crazy stuff in there. They do. 3 and 4. '60s space babes, I think. Kirk is a babe. We love him. Kirk is our bisexual icon, and we love him so much. He's so girly pop, as the kids say. Would Kirk be considered girly pop? I'm not good at modern lingo, so don't trust me when I ever say anything like that. All right, let's get that wash on. So what a wash is gonna do, for those who do not paint, what a wash does, it basically brings a darker ink color. I believe I heard Spock say that once. Yeah, that makes sense. It brings a darker ink color into the crevices. Like you'll see here in the mask, as an example, has some really small crevices, or in the different parts of the armor. So when it comes to this wash, I'm basically just gonna legitimately do this the entire way. Just gonna go through, get this wash on here. I diluted it with a little bit of water and let it settle into every single one of the crevices here. And then maybe later, depending on how much the wash gets in, I will add more to certain parts to make it stand out more, or stand out less, or whatever. But you know, I'm just gonna really like put in this basically like quick drying, not ink, but like helps provide shadows and shades essentially. Gotta be careful that doesn't like entirely stain everything, which I have been bad at in the past. So I might need to thin my wash next time I do it. But we'll see how this one goes. So you can see kind of like right here how it's getting those crevices. It's exactly what we want, but I don't want it as, you see how it is overflowing a little bit, so I gotta like take a little bit off there. Or like back here in the knee, that's exactly what we want essentially, you know? Yeah, I'm actually a botanist. Wash is talent in a bottle? Yeah. Your wildlife, your conservation. Oh, I love that. That's basically what I wanted to go into, but I ended up being in horticulture because not too much use for botany in everything, so hard to get into a conservational botanist position, honestly. All right, I'm gonna let that dry. I'm gonna try washing again with a slightly light, more thinned out wash. Just a biologist. Once I have my master's, akala. All right, cool. I'm gonna try thinning out a bit more on the other one. See if I can make that one work a bit better. It wasn't bad, but like I should have thinned it out more so I could have the details be done by non-thinned out areas. All right, there we go. You have any specific kind of biology you like? Botany, ornithology? You got any of those like you specialize in? Mycology, molluscology. I don't know what molluscology is called. Entomology. Let that dry. Then we'll detail wash other areas in a bit. Primatology, nice. So you do primates. All right, cool. We love primates. Going down the good old Jane Goodall path. We love Jane Goodall here too, actually. See, I might have gone a little too hard with the washes here. That I don't necessarily want. But kind of stuck with it now. This one I went a lot lighter on the washes. It is a lot more control. Does not mean I'm not going to have that same staining. But if you're taking a look at the heads themselves, that one looks already a lot better. We're going to let those dry, and then I'm going to do some detail washes in a bit. Or detail, like, just going to add, like, details here and there from, like, a liner. Africa, interact with them would be a dream come true. Kind of fun. I do like salamanders as well. How salamanders 40k or salamanders biology? $40k, heck yeah. Yeah, gorillas are huge, and they do, you know, Jane Goodall said it best. Even though she studied with chimps for so long, they are very human. They can be very violent, and they can be very hurtful. So you just gotta be careful of them, for sure. Also, since you guys are new here, I just wanted to show you guys this. Mothman fucking making bucks, baby. Let's go. Love that shit. We're big Mothman fans here. Mothman got cake. I'm just adding some minor details with more washes here. You guys see that area? When you thin out your washes enough, not every area gets covered that you want it to, so you gotta, like, again, I gotta learn washes a bit better, but still. I've thrown a pic in to show off your Discord. Oh, Remnant, you paint. Let's take a look into what you paint. Hold on. Oh, that's sick. Dude, you paint so well. What the hell? That looks cool as hell, dude. I'm brand new to the hobby. I've only been painting a year now. I've been told I paint at high battle ready, low parade standard is what I've been told, which I'm pretty proud of. But like one day I want to hit your level. One day I want to hit your level. I think in the next 5 years, my goal is to hit somewhere around your level, because that's really cool. Oh yeah, it's just a lot of practice. It's a lot of practice. That's exactly what it is. I try to practice 2 to 3 times a week, essentially. I'm glad you're also a Salamanders fan. Thank you very much for validating my interest in the kindest war criminals and genocidal maniacs out there. The genocidal maniacs with a heart. Visitors who don't know about the Salamanders, Remnant of Chaos, thank you very much for the sub. I really appreciate it. By the way, if you guys want to see all my old painting stuff, take a look over at YouTube. I release videos of mini painting. I release VODs, and I also release shortened versions of each and every video where I go, hey, here's what I learned on this video, here's what I did, and here's what I know about the lore. And 90% of the time, the lore is wrong. It's great. I put in the wrong lore entirely. So if you guys want to see that, go check out my YouTube. We're at like 670 subscribers there, something like that. I'd love to hit 800 by the end. That's what I have. I think that's pretty good. I also got that chest piece really good with the wash there. Oh, so good. I'm good for everything else. But yeah, for those who don't know, Salamanders are basically the chapter Space Marines that don't immediately kill all civilians and actually try to save them, which is really cool. However, against any non-human faction, they will just kill everything in sight, essentially, right? Like, I think there's like literally a story where they just kill an Eldar baby. It's like, okay, buddy. You know, we get that you like humans, but it's a baby. Then again, it's also a grim dark world, so what do you, right? Even the good guys are assholes. I mean, that's a Tau too. Like the Tau are quote unquote good guys, quote unquote, and they've got their own problems with mind control and forcing people to join their conglomerate and yada yada yada. This is why I love them. And when I actually get a non-Imperium faction, it will be Tau. There we go. I'm gonna let them dry. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna be patient. It's so hard to do. Be patient. I'm gonna mix a little bit of Mephiston Red into the Feywild Emeralds, and then put a little bit of white in there just to lighten it up, to give it a little bit more texture, give it a little bit more of a red fiery feel, but also make it good for edge highlighting. Wait, actually, I had a color for edge highlighting, didn't I? I did. Never mind. I'm just gonna use that. I use nope, not green grug. It's green flame. Where is it? And a separate color. Here it is. Green flame. Which, hey, that matches pretty well. Shake it up like a Polaroid picture. Shake it. Literally just shaking the shit out of this thing. All right, let's go. Let's do some edge highlighting. That's not the color I'm looking for. Not shaking up enough. Actually, I found a little bead. Where's that bead? I found a bead. I'm just gonna put the bead in here because it'll help shake it up even more. Just plop the bead in there. Oh, shoot. I legitimately found a random bead. Plop it in there. Use it to shake up the paint a bit more. It'll be fine. Hear that? That's called shaking up that paint, baby. I should just get more of this more of these beads. These are lovely. All right, it's getting there. It's going from like a pale yellow green to now actually like a fiery green. There we go. That's a better color. So just to show you guys what color it went from. It went from this. Oh God, you can't even see it. It's so watered down. Went from that to that. Very different colors. And that's why you shake the shit out of your paints. Or you beat the devil out of it. As Bob Ross would say. All right, there we go. Much better color. Let's get to highlighting. Liner, let's go. I will have to leave in about an hour because I do have a lesson at GW for mini painting. I'm very excited about it. But I think I can finish these guys easily in the hour. You're actually still a little wet. I'll save you for later. I'm having a hard time picking up. I wonder why. Let's shake it a bit more, maybe. Not pretty thick. Shouldn't be having it. That Salamander you posted was fucking sick as shit, dude. Maybe try using a round, might be a little easier. Focus mode, baby. Excuse me. I'm having such a hard time with this paint. What the hell? It is not going on easy. even with the mistakes I've already made, like on here, it's starting to look a lot better. Like, even with all the mistakes I've made, it's looking a lot better. See you soon, Drake. Like, that's looking a lot better, even through all the mistakes I've made. Got a few more things to add on, obviously, but like, the green flame paint is very hard to work with for whatever reason. It just has so little pigment. It's insane. Like, I swore, like, I put metal in this thing and just been like shaking it up. Oh no, man. Welcome back, Drake. It's the highlighting color I'm using is a little rough. It's a green flame. It's worked before, but right now like, I felt like I had to shake it so much just to get to work even remotely as much as I thought it would. It's a little frustrating, but it's not horrible. How you doing today, Drake? All right, that's right. It looks the same. It doesn't act the same. from the brush onto the mini. Yeah, I think it's the color. I'm not different highlighting color for Salamander. So. I went to the Games Workshop place today anyways, but yeah. I've been good. I have anything class today, which is a lot of fun. A little bit of phenomenal words. And I'll be able to bring all that here one day as well. How about that? Well, it's a pretty normal day. How about you, Drake? Gosh, you guys fucking gone out of breath, huh? Holy shit. I think Soccer 2, work on miniature trenches. Yo, I don't know what Soccer 2 is. Hopefully you're enjoying it. Those trenches what I've done so far. Again, ooh, those trenches look pretty good. Those trenches look pretty good. Nice job. Nice job. Brush, different brush will help me out. Three feet, that's the silent for most war games. Oh, shoot. They have quite a lot of trenches. That's nice. Alright, to show you guys, for those who don't know, this guy has only been washed. This guy's got some basic edge highlighting. There's some more edge highlighting to give him, but just want to show you guys the difference, essentially, in looks and feels and how much they pop. Very, very different. I'm not done highlighting this guy yet, honestly, but I just wanted to show you guys real quick. A few people are asking on YouTube to actually show midway points of my streams and videos more. So this is like the midway point. I'm gonna start highlighting these areas next, and that's what I'm gonna get to. So like I'm gonna actually use Silver Dragon and Silver Dragon, and actually gold to highlight this area. You guys can see why fucking the green was such a bastard to highlight with. It was so miserable. I'm gonna try to use a different color for that one. The gold and the gold and silver highlight like butter. It's so good. With that already, like that's a nice little gold highlight right there. Write that down real quick. If you want to, yeah, go for it, dude. It's up? Hell yeah. Let me take it quickly. Ooh. Alright, I'm looking at more detail later on. But very cool looking so far. Oh, what everything that's cool, dude. Really cheap if he's plastic card, triangle piece of plastic card, and a wood wall, some mud effect on the black from the back. The boards, super water down, PVA blue filler. Very, yeah, very cool. That sounds like nice. Green flame paint. Like that came out really well. Look at how well that's highlighted. Look at that. The gun came out very well. Use small areas to highlight and grab, and I think that's where I'm going to stop today. Because I have to go. Yeah, I mean, I still got like another 15 minutes here. I ain't even just yet. The GW shop is only 30 minutes away from my home, so I'm gonna leave in like 30 minutes on the clock, and hopefully be able to do some trading. I have a secret Santa that they're doing. I decided not to join that primarily because I don't want to spend extra money next year with the tariffs taken on GW stuff. And they apparently have people who buy a lot. So I could put in the minimum, I might get double the minimum essentially. I guess. Yeah. The idiot in orange put tariffs on everything. The idiot in orange puts tariffs on literally everything. So I'm very much on the lines of my hobby stuff now, so I don't worry about it here. If I join the Secret Santa, I have a chance of getting more than one for them, essentially. A good chance of what here, because they just have to call Secret Elves. They do the Secret Elves, dudes who do that, so basically it's like, I want more people to buy Warhammer, so I'm going to buy people Warhammers, what the guys said they do. So they just, instead of actually having a list of their own things they want, they just buy Warhammer. They try to space those out. Apparently, some guy had like $1,000 worth of stuff before. So the owner was like, no, we're putting it for $300. But now we're having people pay thousands, but they didn't feel really embarrassed to show them, like, yeah, I would feel $1,000. I would feel fucking horrified. They have a limit of $65 to $300 spent. I'm gonna be buying some paints anyway. Alright, so this was alright. They need tariffs to cheaper on something. Yeah. Alright, so I'm done for today. This is just what it ends up looking like with a wash, and the wash alone, you can see how a lot of those shades look really good. Everything here looks pretty chill. But this is everything with edge highlights, and it looks a lot better. I got gold and silver edge highlights on the actual gun itself. Got my best green edge highlights here. So my edge highlights on the back. This is not done. I want to get a little bit of dry brushing back here soon. But overall, like the gold and silver highlights make the weaponry, and I gotta get a better green. I'm gonna change my green highlights. This green is not controllable. Or at least to me, it's controllable. So I gotta change the green I used to highlight with. But it's not the worst. It could be better. I think that I'll have opportunities to do better with it, and hopefully I will. Thank you, Drake. I appreciate it. If you're watching YouTube with VOD, YouTube, thank you very much for watching